Ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, it's Matt Paradoxician, and yes, there's a holiday song, but there's also a whole new background behind me. Let's talk about all of it right about now. Alright, so first of all, I thought it would be best to hop on the iPhone real quick, because if you didn't notice the new background, this is the new setup, and I am incredibly excited about it. Recently, or I should say a few months ago, I moved from my brother's house in New York, which was the place where I sat in that really barren room with the Patriots jersey that wasn't mine behind me, to my new apartment. So I've got this awesome setup of a room here. It's a little bit messy in some spots, but I'm pretty happy with it. Ferris Bueller also fell off the wall and shattered. But yeah, we got the new vibes going. I had to settle in a little bit to the new apartment. I was moving from my college and my brother's house and moving it all to here, plus the new job. So it took a little bit of time to get used to. Now, I'm quite used to it and the job, and I'm starting to get back in the routine. So it's time to make some new content. So, what do I make? That's the first question, right? And I wasn't really sure. I have some other ideas that are going to start rolling out shortly, but I thought, it's not really a great way to come back, is it? Just kind of like pretend like nothing happened? Well, screw it. My friends and I, who started the Eclipse channel, if you haven't seen it before, check it out. This is the logo. This is the holiday logo. Very happy with both of those, by the way. Made them myself. Even took that picture of the moon. Gang. We made this channel back in the summer. Also, weren't really posting anything, so we thought, okay, let's do some holiday songs and have three of us out of the four make a song, and then the rest of everybody, yourself included, could vote on their favorite. So that's exactly what we did. I had actually started mine already because I like to make stupid music in my free time, most of which never gets released for various reasons, some of which being that it's either terrible or like super goofy and not something I would need people listening to. But this song in particular that I've been working on, it's like, okay, all right, I like this. Let's roll with this. So I started writing. I had this beat that I found from Ray A on YouTube. Shout out Ray A. Your beat is awesome amongst a bunch of garbage Christmas beats. Good job. And you can see here, it took me quite a few attempts to get what I wanted out of this song. Now, mind you, these are all revisions, so not everything is me rewriting, but there was a lot of rewriting. And I mean a lot. But then there was also the third verse. Yeah, so I wrote the first two verses within a week. Like, I was cooking right along. It might have even been 2 days. I just took more time to record, right? But that third verse came along, and I thought, oh man, those first two, I really did good at like packing in the holiday references. I felt really confident about it. There's some bars that just made me like smile when I was recording them. And the third verse came around, and I just had nothing. So I spent about, I don't know, like half of a week just trying to listen to the song, like on my way to work or whenever I had some free time. I was just bored. Anyway, whenever I was bored, had some free time, I was listening to the song, trying to figure out some words for that third verse, and man, it was more frustrating than anything, in all honesty. I was sitting there like banging my head up against a figurative wall, like, this is making it hurt mentally. At which point, I stopped listening to and thinking about the song for about a whole week. At which point the weekend came and my good friend came up for the weekend to hang out. We hit some local bars, had some fun times, and remixed a few of the songs that I have in the vault that will probably never see the light of day. But one of the songs was this one, which was going to see the light of day. And I thought, ooh, taking a break is good, but we do have a deadline, and man, it was really kind of fun making those songs with him. So I decided, all right, it's time to lock in. Tomorrow on my way to work, I will be listening to my song exclusively and forcing my brain to compute some final bars, or at least a few to get me started. Now for reference, my commute to work is about 45 minutes, and this entire beat in its duration is only about 2. So that's enough to drive a man crazy. Or at least crazy enough to write 2 bars, which is exactly what I did, or at least I came up with 2 bars. By the time I got to work, I thought, okay, now I have some rhymes for this verse, now I can write more bars, and I was stacking them on top of each other. I even recorded some crap on my iPhone, and I mean crap because obviously it was not good quality and needed to be re-recorded, but I was getting some. So I went home after work that day, and I sat down, re-recorded what I needed to re-record, and then I finished it. I was so stoked, but that was only half the battle, because for some reason, I was dead set on recording a music video for this song, of which 0 ideas were in my head as to what I would actually film, because I made a goofy remix of Jingle Bell Rock as a rap song. I am a 6'4" white kid from Maine. I'm not even a kid anymore. I'm a whole ass adult. That's honestly crazy. Anyway, the point stands. I'm not hard. Yeah, no, hold on, phrasing. But I wanted to do something silly, goofy that matched me and matched the song, and I had nothing. And I would have nothing for about another week. Luckily, I started this in November, which if you saw that, you saw that. I started this early, so I had the time to kill until I didn't. The Saturday of the weekend that we wanted to release these songs, I woke up at like noon because I stayed up way too late drinking the night before, and I thought, oh man, I gotta film this like today. And so I was talking with my good friend and my roommate, Ben, who, if you don't know who that is, he's been in my New York vlog a while back. He's a cool dude. Check him out on Twitch. His name's Burliger. He helped me because he was like, hey, Matt, I know that you've been working on this song, like, blah, blah, blah. We were just chatting, you know, our morning routine of just bullshitting. And he was saying how, I know you need to film today. And I'm like, yeah, no, I have no ideas. And I talked to him about it here and there. Neither of us really did. But he asked me, he's like, what are you thinking about doing? I said, okay, I have no idea. Probably just go to this parking lot nearby and like film some stupid stuff. And he said, well, hold on. I know a state park and it has like a dam. It has some cool water. It's like a lake. I'm like, oh, okay, bet. All right, let's do that. So at that moment, he grabbed a Red Bull. I grabbed my headphones and we started filming. Am I good?
Yeah.
Boy, did I make the greatest set of mistakes known to man. We went to this state park, and mind you, the weather that day where we were was 25 degrees. Where we were going, however, it was 20 degrees with a real feel of 9 degrees, which I didn't decide to check because we just kind of went. I did not bring a coat or a hat, other than the Santa hat. That actually came in clutch. But I didn't bring a coat, and I didn't bring gloves. So I definitely bummed off of his gloves a couple times. I also almost froze to death.
It's okay. I'm f***ing freezing.
And now.
It's so good, I can't move my mouth.
Yeah, I know.
Inhale your days, we still marry you, bro. Woo! My mouth stopped moving like halfway through. I think that's good. I'm freaking cold.
So yeah, I mean, that's just during filming. Between filming, actually, we took a heat break. So that's why I had the Santa hat on in that last clip. We went back to the car because I was literally holding my hands over my ears, and when I went to do so, I felt them crunch, and I thought, that's probably why I feel nauseous and dizzy. Maybe we should take a break for a minute. But yeah, all in all, even though I almost froze, my hands turned progressively more red throughout the day. It was a really fun time, and I'm really glad that I was able to do that. The video came out awesome. Big props to Ben for toughing it out with me, although he did have a jacket, so I don't feel as bad. He was jumping around and screwing with me like the entire time. But yeah, no, I definitely had fun filming this. I hope to do more stuff like that in the future, honestly. I loved doing it. And go vote for your favorite song. Have a great one, and happy holidays.
Light up a joint like I light up a tree. This bitch is not praying, but she's on her knees. She says that she's Christian, that's hard to believe. Allergic to peppermint, mocking is sweet.